Saturdays in Motion really addresses a serious critical need in the community. Autism spectrum disorder is 51% more prevalent in New Jersey than it is in other states. The schools in the Somerset Hills area have been very strong with providing services for families with special needs. So many families have moved to this area over the decades to have those supportive programs. But there was really a need to have some type of a recreational program that could involve the entire family. And this program certainly addressed that void.
I started Saturdays in Motion 25 years ago. This is the 25th year. It was in the spring. My second son, Will, had recently been diagnosed as being on the autistic spectrum. I was looking for a recreational program that entire families can do together with kids who had autism. I went around and got shot down at various schools, school districts, and recreation departments of towns. The barriers were because it was so different from anything else, and that the idea of having siblings participate, which was really essential to what I had in mind, was crazy. So eventually we came to the Y, and whereas everybody else had been so negative about the program, the Y embraced the program from the start. So it's been a great relationship for the Saturdays in Motion program with the Somerset Hills Y.
The Saturdays in Motion program is the longest running non-public recreational program for children with autism and their families in the country.
The structure is what makes the program work, that there's really not much of a structure. We have an hour in the gym, and the kids can do what they want. If somebody wants to just walk on the balance beam the whole time, fine. They'll have a volunteer to keep them safe. After the gym, then we have an hour in the pool, which is also unstructured. It depends on the level of the kid.
Our oldest daughter, Daphne, has special needs. So we came one week, and we soon discovered that our other children could also volunteer there. So it was great for us because as a family, it was something that we could do together on a Saturday afternoon.
The Saturdays in Motion program provides so many benefits to the families that participate. Parents get a caregiving respite and an opportunity to socialize with other parents while their children are safe and engaged in physical activity, leaving here exhausted.
Saturdays in Motion provides socialization for someone with special needs outside of a classroom experience. And it's just so genuine because the volunteers and the kids enjoy each other. It's nice, they seem to have a sense of camaraderie.
One of the things that I'm the most proud of with the Saturdays in Motion program is that it encompasses all of the Y's three areas of focus: youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. In terms of youth development, our teen volunteers gain leadership skills. For healthy living, the children with autism are having an hour of exercise in the gymnasium and an hour in the pool, where they're also learning valuable life skills such as swim lessons. And for social responsibility, this is a volunteer-led program. It's sustainable because of the volunteers, and it's offered free for anyone in need of the program.
This is going to be my 7th year volunteering for Saturdays in Motion, and I'm so happy to be a part of this program. It's a great opportunity for me. I've learned so much. I learned kind of how to be a leader, but while being a leader, I have to work with my fellow peers. I definitely feel that I'm making a difference when I volunteer with Saturdays in Motion because I can see when I do something like just building a mat tower makes the kids so happy, they're active, and I just feel good helping somebody do something that maybe necessarily is hard for them to do.
You get emotional profits from everybody. The teenagers profit, the kids obviously profit, the families profit, and you have teenagers working with these kids and making so much progress and doing such magic.
The one Saturdays in Motion session that particularly sticks out in my mind is when Daphne worked up the nerve to go down the large water slide. She was so excited when she came. You could just see her face towards the bottom, and it's all she talked about for days afterwards. It was just nice to see her enjoy something that, you know, typical kids take for granted. If it weren't for that volunteer encouraging her to do it, she never would have done that for me. So it was nice for her to have that experience.
There was one girl named Bridget, who was in a wheelchair, and the pool was fun for her because she would wear a life vest and she would just get to swim around and splash. And Mr. Raines put me in with her one day, and it was the most fun I ever had. And probably, I hope she had the most fun ever too.
One of my most favorite memories with the Saturdays in Motion program was at a holiday party. And it was a surprise visit from Santa. And the parents were pulling out their cameras and they were taking photos of their children with Santa. Most families would take these opportunities for granted, but to these families it was a true gift. They wouldn't be able to stand in long lines at the mall, waiting for that photograph. To see the joy on their faces, it's what Saturdays in Motion is all about.
The gains in Saturdays in Motion are often so small. Somebody holds somebody's hand is a huge deal. You get a kid who was afraid of the water to hop into the water, that's gigantic. But over the years we've had some real breakthroughs. We had one holiday party where a kid who previously had only spoken a single word, he decided to tell Santa Claus what he wanted for Christmas. His mom was crying, his volunteer was crying, Santa Claus was crying, but everybody was crying, and this kid just kept talking. That was special.
Saturdays in Motion has been great for the community, not only for providing a great social outlet for many of the kids with special needs, but also because I think it teaches the volunteers there that the kids are just like them. They're just normal kids that like to have a good time and look forward to seeing their friends.
We still have a lot of families in need. The future's great, and hopefully some other wives will duplicate the program.